Friends on the same thing. I'm just hoping they don't change. But all we know is chase some money. We would never chase these hoes. She like blimp, you acting fun. I told them focus on my goal. I'm a very important person, so I move like I'm told. 2016, we was serving bags, eating plates from Joe. In the hood, shooting craps. I be trying to serve some J's. They be acting like they happy for you, but they look.
Yo, what it do? Y'all see who I got with me? Miss Qualy.
What's good, family?
What's going on, man? How you doing? How you feeling, though?
Man, I am great. I'm blessed. How you feeling?
I'm alright or whatever. I'm alright.
Why?
You know, hey, the world high now.
I mean, the world is high.
And I still got to keep going to work.
Man, I go to work every day.
Hey, I'm tired. I work outside.
Oh, what you do for a living?
I work at the WWE.
Oh,
everybody know about the WWE.
You
now.
in the heat.
All day.
I understand.
10 hours a day.
You work 4 by 10? No?
It's about 7 by 10. Damn near. We go 5 days a week right now. You know how they go.
That's too much.
So I see you been in your gym. Like, how the gym life going on for you?
Listen, the gym is treating me well. So my family, my village, they real bad about calling people big bags.
So yeah, you got to fix it.
So I'm like, I gotta fix this. I can't be around here being a big bag. So that's my motivation. That, and honestly, just being healthy all over is my biggest goal, because I lost my dad at 12. Mm-hmm. He was 41. He died from a heart attack. And so my biggest thing is I don't want to have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, all of the stuff that most Black people deal with. So that's my biggest motivation, is to actually be healthy and not necessarily focus on the weight loss.
Right. So yeah. So you don't need nobody to motivate you. You got your own.
Listen, I got too many factors.
Hello. Hey, you know what's going on? Know what I'm talking about. Somebody can. I need a gym partner on Facebook. What you on Facebook too much? You need a gym partner.
No, what you need a gym partner for? Go look in the mirror.
Hello.
And you see them rolls, or you go to the doctor, because most people don't go to no doctor. They don't go to the PCP. They don't even know what that is.
Them folks say they want a match chart before they sit down.
Man, what?
You think they doing it for real?
I've been seeing people on Facebook making my charts. That's weird to me.
What? That's what they doing now?
They've been selling them on Facebook.
What? Man. Hey, it's scary right there.
It's very scary. Oh my God. It is.
Because I seen you said you single as a married man. What did you mean by that?
Listen, so for some reason, y'all, now, this is my disclaimer. I've been single for 7 years, okay? 7 years. But it's always the married men that that's hopping in my DMs like they single. And I'm like, you got a wife at home. You got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids and a dog. Like, what's really tea? Like, you not happy?
That's what it is.
You shouldn't have got married.
Hello, that's what I said.
You can't be signing that sheet of paper. Okay, so this is the thing. And my pastor preach about this a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot of people want the wedding.
Hello.
They don't want the marriage. And I feel like that's what's going on in our generation. Yes. They want to have these big luxurious weddings. And then when that weekend is over and you got to go home and you actually got to deal with that monster, you don't want to face them demons.
That's why the nigga sitting in the driveway.
Man, what?
He don't even want. He's scared to go in.
He don't want to go in, or he at M-Bar every night, or Faces.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Why are we at M-Bar every night?
Man.
Then every weekend is crazy.
And then you look at they ring finger, you see the print, but it ain't no ring there. Like, what we doing?
Man, they got to get married for decoration.
Decoration is wild.
They're very
Decoration is extremely wild, and I couldn't imagine being in a unhealthy, unhappy situation.
Right, I'm with you on that. I cannot be in no. Oh my God, they're gonna, like you said, they're gonna make you sit in the driveway. This is that.
You get out work at 5:00. You at home by 5:25, but you sitting in the driveway to 8:30.
Ooh, and you don't want to do that every day?
Every day,
nigga, talk, nigga, say something.
They scared to talk.
That's what I think.
They don't know how to communicate, and they don't know how to effectively communicate because they never been taught that.
Hello. That's why there's a lot of times where I blame the women.
Why?
Because like they mama, I won't say like single parent type stuff.
Yeah.
They ain't teaching. They taught them what they like, what the mama like.
True.
She told her what she like in the man.
Yeah.
Every woman don't like it.
You got a point, and I feel like too in the Black households, the moms, they teach the females or the girls to be so independent and don't depend on the man for anything. But then they turn around and teach the men like, oh, well, you gonna have to get you a wife that's like your mama. Because ain't nobody gonna cook like you. Ain't nobody gonna clean like you. Them. Like, why are you doing it? You need to train these men to be just as independent as the women.
Right. Yep.
I mean, that's only right because God forbid, like I got people that I grew up with, like their wives have passed. Mm-hmm. So how do you survive after your wife has passed away?
That's crazy, man.
Like, what do? You got to go back to square one. You going back to your mama house if you can.
Yeah. Hello.
Sadly.
It's just that crazy, man. Them folks, oh my God. It hurts my heart every time because you see it.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Somebody going to put it on Facebook or you going to be somebody at work talking about it. Every day. When the cycle is going to break. That's my question.
When we start communicating, it starts at home. I feel like all of the issues, they start at home.
Most definitely. And they don't, like you say, no communication.
None.
They is not trying to, hey, baby, I don't like what you did that day, They scared to do that.
Yeah, because they feel like it's going to turn into an argument.
Yeah.
Or his name not on the lease.
Uh-oh, there it is.
She going to put him out.
There it is.
And where he going to go?
To his mama house.
I mean, what if his mama gone?
Yeah, he gonna be outside.
Okay.
He gonna be
in that same car that he be sitting in the driveway in. That's where he gonna be sleeping in. Sadly.
But like you said, they say this again now. Well, the baby dad ain't even at the baby shop. What's really going on?
Man, so I saw when I posted that on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. Some of the older women, they were like, that's a new trend, and I get that that's a new trend.
Really
However, I feel like the man should be present.
Most definitely.
Like, if you're not at the baby shower, are you going to the visits? Are you at the doctor's visit?
Are you even in the baby life?
Okay.
If you're not at the baby shower, I feel like you're going to be in the baby life.
Okay. Because, I mean, everybody want to show up with their little Burberry shirt on.
Hello. Let's talk about
it. A couple of little pictures for the gram.
Come on now.
I mean, I'm just saying. But you know what? I don't have no dog in it if I don't have no kids.
Man, that was me either. No kids. Team no kids.
Team no kids, man.
Hello. Do you plan on having some?
Some days I want kids. Other days it's like, you know what, my lifestyle is really not conducive right now for a child. I travel a lot with work. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, my oldest brother got 9 kids.
Yeah, he can have them for you.
Exactly. And my sister has 2. So that's 11 biological nieces and nephews. And then with my friends and my line sisters, I got a whole slew of nieces and nephews that I can always borrow. So I'm not missing out on anything. I won't be down bad for 9 months. I won't have to skip drinking. So I'm good.
There it is. What type of work do you do?
So I'm a claims adjuster for property claims. And what that is whenever damage happens to your home, I come out and I inspect the home and cut the checks, basically.
Okay, you give away money, basically.
Yeah.
Do you like the job?
I love my job.
Okay,
I absolutely love my job. This I can truly say is one of the first jobs that I can say that I've turned into a career.
Hello. Okay.
My schedule is extremely flexible. I get to travel on the company's dime.
Hello.
And I'm always going somewhere new. So I just got back from New York last night.
That's good.
And then I fly out Monday going to DC.
Go ahead now. Hey, yeah, I love that job too. Hey, y'all
I can't complain. Listen, they always hiring. All you got to do is take that test, get licensed, and you good to go.
Don't worry, I'm gonna hit you up, man.
I got you.
I'm tired of working out in the Alabama sun every day.
Now you do have to work in some uncomfortable conditions. Like I do fire claims, so whenever people burn down their house or their houses mysteriously become burned. Like that house we got in Canton.
Hello.
Yeah,
the 13th time. Yeah. But hey, they jump on people. They talk about them people have.
Listen, I do it for a living. I'm trained. I'm professionally trained. I have my license, so I call a spade a spade. So I go in. A lot of times there's no power, there's no water, there's no nothing. I'm in the heat, or if it's the wintertime, I'm in the cold. I suit up, do my job, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Tell me about your life at Jackson State. Wait a minute. The Jackson State.
The Jackson State University.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
So, man, I'm going to be honest with you.
Talk to me.
So, crazy thing is, I never wanted to go to Jackson State.
What?
I was not one of those kids. So, my sister, I'm the baby. So, my older sister and my older brother, they both went to Ole Miss.
Okay.
I got to experience Ole Miss for several years. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I don't want to go there. Like, that's not me. So I ended up getting a full ride to a couple of schools. initially I wanted to be a physical therapist. So I took the full scholarship to Mississippi College. I got to Mississippi College and I was like, oh no, this is different. I had just left Ridgeland, which was a culture shock for me leaving Ken. But going from Ridgeland to Mississippi College was a complete culture shock because it was basically still segregated. Like, you would go in the cafeteria, the whites were in one area, all the black people were in the back.
That's crazy.
Even in our dorms, all of the blacks and the others, the minorities, we were on one end of the hall and then everybody else was on the other side.
Wow, I would never know that. That's crazy.
It was different for me. So I got put out on purpose. Like, I told my mom, I was like, I got to get out of here. And she was like, okay, finish out at least your first year. Go ahead and get your prereqs down and we can transfer. Second semester I did good the first semester. I pushed through it. Second semester, I got put out. I got put off campus. I had some wine and wine glasses in my room. And, it's a Christian university. But I'm like, man, y'all put me out. Jesus turned water into wine. What's good? Like, what's really good?
They don't hear about that part, though.
Man, what? So I got put off campus. Went and got me a little spot. I didn't care. So I sat out for a year. And during the time that I sat out, I was at Jackson State a lot because that's when I was doing parties. All my friends, all my family, they at Jackson State.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I might consider going here. I applied just randomly just to see if I was going to get in. I got in, got some scholarships. I said, okay, I'm going to still wait. So I ended up going there January 2014, fell in love. I'm not going to lie to you. My only reason for going to Jackson State was to pledge. Pledge and party.
And what did you pledge?
Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, the lovely Lambda Beta chapter, spring 2015.
I probably was there. I probably was there.
You was there.
I used to go out of probate now.
Oh, yeah.
But I never went to school, though. Crazy, right? It's crazy.
I know a lot of people that do that, though.
I mean, all the probate.
The atmosphere is unmatched, though.
I like that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather go to something like that than a party.
Absolutely.
I want everybody else to dance. I'd be up there keeping this chair warm up there now. Come on now. I come take a picture of y'all when y'all get done.
When you get done, you have to record and stuff.
Mo, that's me.
Oh, yeah. But, man, my time at Jackson State was amazing. If I could go back today, I would. I crossed 2015. Right after that, I became the first vice president for my chapter. And then I became the paying president. So I was over all the Greeks at the time. So I had an amazing experience. I got to travel. I got to network. I really got to see like what going to an HBCU was all about.
For real.
My professors, they knew me by name. I wasn't just a number. And I specifically remember fall of 2015, my granny was sick. And I was like, you know what? I need to switch my classes from being night classes and go online because I wanted to help take care of my granny. And so I went to my professor. Shout out to Professor Tim Dupree. That's my dog. I went to him and I told him what was going on. He said, Qualy, look, I love having you in my class. He said, but your priorities are correct. He said, take care of home and then you figure out everything else. But I never stopped going to school. I just switched and started doing my classes online. And after that moment, I realized like I'm really where I'm supposed to be. I used to doubt myself because I'm like, dang, my sister went to Ole Miss, my brother went to Ole Miss, and then here I come going to Jackson State, and I'm like, dang, how my family gonna feel about that? I'm the first person to go and graduate from an HBCU, and me and my cousin Duke, we were there together, and it was like, man, this is different. Like the atmosphere was totally different. The people, everybody is family. Like most of the people that you see me like interacting with on social media, I know them either from doing parties or from Jackson State.
So you a promoter?
Oh yeah, I was a promoter. Back then. That's
talk to me about that. Talk to me about that promoter life, cause I may want to get into it.
I think your personality would fit perfectly. So I used to work with DJ T Money, Average Joe, and then we had a separate entity of DJ T Money, which was Money Team.
Okay.
And that was my baby. Like that was my bread and butter. Did that from 2011 until 2017 when I graduated. Okay. I decided to let it go because I'm like, I'm not in college anymore. I was getting ready to move to Atlanta. And I'm like, you know what? I'm too old to still be dealing with, the younger kids. I feel like, that's a little weird in a certain instance. So, man, when I say I I've always traveled the world, but I got to travel the world. I got to meet so many people,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just a different experience from me. And I never thought, like, coming from Ken, you never really think that certain things are possible for you because so many times people put us in a box, and I get it all the time. Oh, I didn't know you were from Ken. I'm like, absolutely. Exit 119.
Hello.
What you mean?
You gotta put us on the map.
Like, listen, I don't care where I'm at or what I'm doing. They gonna know that's Qualy and Qualy from Ken.
Hello. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we need to put Ken on the map.
Absolutely. In a positive light, because so many people have so many negative things to say. And I'm like, man, have you ever been there?
Hello.
Have you ever experienced a football game on Friday night? Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to the gym that's packed when we playing Velma Jackson?
Come on now.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of greatness that come from Ken. And I feel like it's always swept under the rug or it's overlooked because we're not such a big city. And everybody always associates Ken with, people crazy or y'all wild up there.
That's the number one. Can people are crazy. Where that come
What
from?
makes us crazy? I feel like we have our own culture.
We do. I say that
we have our own culture. I don't feel like we're crazy. I feel like we're a family. Mm-hmm. We don't get along. We don't get along, but
separated.
Guess what? The moment that an outsider steps up, guess what?
There it is.
Unity.
They go all 10,000 now. They own you.
Man, what?
Man, I don't. But when we going against, it's so I don't know.
It's weird. It's a weird family dynamic. But when I say I wouldn't trade it for the world, I wouldn't trade it for the world. You can't think of one thing that you need that somebody from Ken doesn't have.
Come on now.
I mean, I'm just being real.
You can't think of, for real, Ken got everything you need.
Everything.
It's a one-stop shop.
Literally a one-stop shop.
So
and people so creative.
Yes.
Man.
So we need to go ahead and get together for real, man. Be like Atlanta. Some folks love each other down there.
They don't.
They don't. Oh, well.
I stayed in Atlanta for almost 6 years. Them people don't love each other.
They don't love each other?
That shit is for TV.
Okay, so they show me the good part.
Aesthetics.
Okay.
No, you got to realize every family fights, right? And in Atlanta, I quickly learned that it's very few people in Atlanta that are actually from Atlanta, that were born and raised in Atlanta. Atlanta is a big-ass mixing pot. So you got Mississippi, you got Florida, you got Chicago. Tennessee, Chicago. You got people that's moving from everywhere to come here. Well, come to Atlanta in hopes of a dream. Like they trying to get on in the entertainment industry, or they trying to act, or just they trying to feel something. They not from there.
Gotcha.
Like I hung out with people that were actually from, and they don't even say Atlanta. It's Atlanta.
Atlanta. That's that Young Thug number. Yeah. Sounds just like them.
That T is silent. It's Atlanta.
So they let you know when you ain't from here.
Exactly. If you go there and you're like, I'm from Atlanta. Where you from? What school you went to? Because they'll question you real fast. Like they knew that I wasn't from there. I never tried to hide the fact that I was from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And I even had a whole group of friends. It's a lot of us that were out there that's from Mississippi. We would all like hang out and mix and mingle just so we wouldn't feel homesick.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Houston about the same way, ain't it?
Houston, Dallas.
All of them same way. Everybody trying to move somewhere, like-minded people trying to move somewhere to boost themselves.
Absolutely. And I don't blame them. I mean, there's more opportunities, especially financially.
Right.
Because when I was in Atlanta, man, I was making the most money I had ever made in my life. And then I'm like, dang, I'm coming back home.
Back to square. Hey, what they say? Back. You ain't going back to square one, but you're going back home.
I didn't go back to square one, thank God. You know, I was blessed and fortunate enough to not have to deal with it. But I'm just thinking about the people that have to, because you go out there and a $80,000 salary is base. That's a base salary for them. And then you get back to Mississippi and you got teachers getting paid what? $40,000?
That's crazy.
Man.
Insane. The world is so high. Did you say about that Project 2025?
That's insane.
Like, I don't know what's supposed.
I mean, I feel like we damned if we do, we damned if we don't. Y'all, please get out and vote. I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for or what to vote for, but please, if you can, exercise your right to vote, because every vote actually does matter. And maybe one day we could make a difference in Mississippi and flip the state. It's possible.
It's most definitely possible.
It's possible.
Because I feel the blacks are the majority.
We are. I feel like what hurts us is the fact that certain people that go to prison, they lose their right to vote.
Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of blacks up in there. Yep. So the whole percentage.
It's a lot of us, and it's a lot of our black men. A lot of us don't vote because we're not educated on the process. And I feel like that goes back to the education system. They don't want you to know. And I'll be honest with you. So when I left Canton and I went to Ridgeland, when I say culture shock, I mean complete culture shock.
Hey, they tell me that all the time.
And I mean like how when we were in Canton, it was like, okay, you know, we got to pass this state test and we got to do this and we got to do that. Man, I got to Ridgeland. Them people like, look, this is the test. This is what we're studying every day.
Every day.
Every day.
That's so crazy.
No busy work. No, here goes some projects because y'all pissed me off today or y'all talk
it's
too loud.
It's old crack time now.
Okay.
You're doing a senior project. On what? On what?
Why? Why?
Hey, get me ready for this. Well, test. No, we
your test should have been done by then.
You right.
But senior project, what are you preparing me for? Because when you get to college, it ain't no senior project.
Man,
you got an exit exam that you got to pass, but it's no senior project. Let's be for real if we gonna be anything.
Hello.
I'm just saying. So I feel like some of the school systems, and I'm not talking down on Ken by any means. All of my family came from Ken Public School District. I was just one of the ones in the family. My mama saw the path that I was going down, and she like, look, let me go and get you up out of here. And I feel like she was tired by the time I came along anyway. I'm the baby. Like, she had my sister at 16. Okay, and then my brother came 5 years after that. So I feel like her parenting time was kind of over. She like, look, I'm tired.
If I'm going to tell you what to do.
Listen.
If you don't do it, hey.
That's up to you.
Hello. That's simple. So what's some stuff you like doing in your spare time?
Spare time, not going to lie, I'm a nerd.
Like to read books?
Man, love a book.
That's good.
Love a book. Love a crossword puzzle. Love a coloring book.
Where did you pick up them traits from?
I will definitely say my sister. Like my sister, my oldest sister, that's my baby. That's my heart. Like that's my shero. And I always tell people coming up behind, that's another reason why I didn't want to be in Canton either. Because my sister number one in her class, she the bookworm. She's smart. Man, we sitting at class day. Shakira Stokes. Shakira Stokes. I don't think the girl sat down good.
She couldn't get warm, could it?
Man. So coming up behind her, like she always instilled in me, like, look, you gotta have your education. She was like, if you read, they can't tell you nothing if you read it because you know it. Like you know what's going on.
That's a good source.
And then I picked up on the crossword puzzles and stuff. I was a grandma's baby. So I was always at her house, me, her, and my pawpaw. Like, we stayed a road over from each other. So she'll be like, look, we not watching TV until we get through a puzzle. And that taught me, listen, but see, that put me ahead of everybody because I started learning more words. Now I'm hopping in spelling bees. I want to be Lil Keela in a bee, you know? So it's like, I appreciate the foundation that they laid for me because without them, it's like, I just probably would have been lost. Like, I appreciate my mama. That's my dog. Like, that's my girl. My mama worked a lot, though, after my dad passed because she went from having 2 incomes to now she's a single parent, not by choice, but by force. So it's like, you know, I had to take advantage of the resources that I had around me. Me and my sister, 11 years apart. Me and my brother, 6 years apart. So I got to spend a lot of time with my sister. Then when she graduated and went to college and nursing school and stuff, she was busy. Now I'm with my brother. My brother playing football and man, we riding around Canton in the Buick.
Come on, hey.
Listening to Jesus.
Come on, you like? I don't like Jesus.
Listen, I don't have nothing against Jesus.
Gucci man, hello, you know what's going on? 10, 17, even though he locking niggas up.
Listen,
and he
man, what he got going on over there?
That nigga there, he moving too fast.
Man, he got to get them spirits up off of him. Something ain't right.
Do you think he a clone for real?
I don't feel like he's a clone. If that's the case, people would say that Gates is a clone. Because he reinvented himself.
He showed the hell.
But I feel like at any point in your life, you can always rebrand.
I feel like that, yeah.
If you wake up tomorrow and you say, hey, I don't want to just be Chris anymore. I want to be Christopher.
Hello.
Hey, that's what you can do.
That's some shit I done said too.
That's crazy. What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. That's why we getting along.
Oh,
One of my best friends is a Virgo. I'm a Gemini. I'm a June Gemini.
Okay. You just had a birthday.
Happy
belated birthday.
Thank you.
What did you do for your birthday?
What did I do for my birthday? I was on tour.
What type of tour? With your job or?
No.
You just doing
the first weekend we went to Nashville. So
okay.
Very intimate. So my older siblings, they live in Nashville. My brother's birthday is on June 7th. Mine is June the 9th. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna shoot to Nashville this year. We'll turn up in Nashville. So my close friends and family, we went up for the weekend. What did we do? We went to we went bowling. We went to the Uncle Nearest distillery, in which that's the black guy that actually invented Jack Daniels. The white man stole the recipe from him. Yeah, so we went to his distillery. We went to brunch, went bar hopping, just did a lot of stuff. The next weekend went to New Orleans. When I got back from New Orleans, because my line sister birthday was that weekend, so I just made it a part 2 of my birthday.
Come on now.
Where did I go after that? I think I went to Philly and Jersey.
Oh, you on plane?
Yeah, like
a real tour. Go ahead.
I went on tour. Like I tell anybody, you gotta live every day like it's your last.
Hello, for real.
My favorite cousin, I lost him. He was 33, I think, at the time. That's why I got the tattoo. Stokes 8723. Rest in peace, Harvegas. He died from kidney disease, and that was his motto, was to live every day like his last. Mm-hmm. He was on dialysis. My boy never complained. I would call him like, cuz, what's up? Man, I'm good. He was in Atlanta when I was there. Let's go eat, cuz. Like, he could have just left the doctor. Like, let's go eat. Let's go turn up. Let's go do something. Never complained, never whined. Lost him October 2020. My whole life changed because I'm like, man, that's my lifeline. Like, what I supposed to do? And since then, my mindset changed, and it was like, you know what? For one, I gotta live for me. Mm-hmm. I'm not living just to work and pay bills. Or none of that.
Let's talk about it for real. Come on now.
I gotta live for me for one. I gotta genuinely be happy with myself. And then once I was able to properly grieve him passing, it was like, man, it's up. Like, I just want to live every day like it's my last. I don't ever want to walk around here like, oh. I'll say I'm tired, because a lot of times I am tired from moving so much, but just all of that whining and complaining, man, you still breathing. Keep going.
It don't get you nowhere.
Keep going. What is complaining gonna do?
Make
your problems
stress you out. Stress you out.
And that's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to die from stress, a stroke, or a heart attack.
Because stress kills.
Man, what?
That's why I feel like when somebody tell you, let's say cancer, you got cancer. When they tell you, you just automatically stress the fuck out.
No, that's not true. And I say that because my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer in August 2021. Mm-hmm. She knew she had cancer before the doctors knew she had cancer. She diagnosed herself a couple months before that. They kept running tests. They could never find anything. So when the knots came back, I never forget. I was here then. I was here. She went to Dollar Tree and got some Halloween lipstick. It was like neon color lipstick. And she circled the knots and she took pictures and she would send them to her doctor. And she was like, these knots keep coming up. Like something's not right. Finally came back. She got cancer. Me and my siblings, we boo-hooing. Like, we devastated because that's the only parent we got left.
All right, for real.
Me and my mama coming there. She like, surgery September 13th. I'll see y'all at St. Dominic. I'm like,
what?
What
you talking about?
I'm like, girl, what's going on here? And I still remember, I was working at the police department at the time.
Where did the police department?
For Ridgeland. I went to school for criminal justice. I got a degree in criminal justice
and
sociology.
You don't play.
With a minor in women and juvenile justice. Yes.
Don't play with you. Don't play with you.
I was at the PD and I was working night shift at the time. So my sister was going to take her to the hospital because she had to check in Sunday for her surgery on Monday. Mm-hmm. She came by there and I'm crying. I'm like, what if this is my last time seeing her alive? Like all type of stuff going through my head. And she looked at me and I was crying and she was like, get it out. And my sister started crying. She was like, y'all cry, get it out. And I was like, you not going to cry? She was like, girl, for what?
Come on. She knows she breathing. She here.
She said, Qualy, you got to think about it like this. She said, I've been in the medical field my entire life. She said, and the God that I serve, he going to bring me out of this.
Hello. That's what I'm talking about.
I said, okay, Mom. But that wasn't registering in my mind. Like, in my mind, I'm like, bro, I already don't have my daddy. At this point, my grandma had passed away. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what am I going to do? Man, she prayed. I go back into work. I get off the next morning. They prepping her for surgery. So we FaceTime. We all did a group FaceTime call. And she prayed again. And when she prayed again, it was just like a sense of peace came over me. And she had complications and stuff after the surgery. But she was like, look, I'm good. It's a mindset. And when she said that, I was like, man, I want to be as half as strong as what she is. Because I couldn't imagine walking into a room and a doctor confirming that I got cancer and you just acting like nothing happened.
You believe for real?
Oh yeah, she's a strong believer. Well, my mama a preacher. I'm a PK man.
What? See, you ain't say none of that.
Listen, a lot of people. If you know me, you know. Right. But if you don't, like, nah, like I live a very private, public life. I tell you what I want you to know.
Hello, there you go.
Now I cut up on social media all day long. My mama, my friend on Facebook. She'll text me like, girl, please. And I'm like, man.
But you should be turned up.
Man,
you leave them some good every good morning. It be good. It be funny too. I love it. Keep it going.
Listen, and I at first it started off like, I'm bored. Let me get the people something to laugh at because I know they probably having a bad day. And now it has really turned into if I don't post, people will hit me up like, you good?
Right. Why are you?
Like this past week, man, I was so busy because I was working. I had like 7-8 claims in New York. So every morning I'm up just moving. I had a girl hit me. She was like, Qualy, what we doing? She was like, I be needing them laughs in the morning because I be going through so much stuff. And I'm like, I gotta let people down. So now I'm like, crazy thing is, this is me 24/7. Like my niece is my witness. We can be riding down the road and we'll see some and we just bust out laughing.
Yeah, that's how you supposed to be in the world.
Yeah, like
people take everything so serious.
No, I don't take nothing serious.
Everything funny to me.
Man, what?
I apologize.
Don't sit beside me at no funeral.
Uh-oh.
Man.
Well, long ain't nobody that long ain't nobody I love for real.
Listen, and even in people's funeral that I love, I never forget. And I was 12 when my daddy died, y'all. This is so crazy. His girlfriend at the time, because him and my mom, they were divorced when he passed. Okay. She got up, y'all. She was hooping and hollering. And I remember looking at my sister and brother and just laughing.
Now that's funny. That's funny.
And my mama, she like patting us like, y'all. And I'm like, she needs to sit down. If we're ever in a serious moment, don't look at me because I'm going to laugh. Like laughing is good for the soul, man.
For real. Hey, you get a smile. Laughing every day, keep the haters away.
Okay, I like that.
That's my thing.
I like that. Put it on the shirt.
Put it on the shirt. What your shirt say, by the way, anyway?
Listen. I'm rooting for everybody from Can to nowhere.
So hello.
I dropped these during COVID, and I'm actually about to do a relaunch because I want to change this one to say I'm rooting for everybody from Exit 119. Okay. Exit 119 or nowhere. And the shirts did really well. It's just life happened. And I just stopped doing them. But so many people been asking about them. And I was like, you know what? When you hit me up about coming on the podcast, I said, you know what? I'm going to wear the shirt on the podcast. And I'll go ahead and drop the shirt. When the podcast drop, I'll drop the shirt that same day.
Say no more. Say less.
You know, I'm a big marketing person.
Hey, you know what to do. You know how to.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You know what to do.
Absolutely. Of course, I'm going to bring you and Bay one when they come in.
Mo Dev upstairs. Yeah.
What you need? A medium.
How they, I'm big. What you talking about?
Man, what you want, a 4X crease?
I need a large.
A large. What size Bay need?
Depends on how they run. A small or medium.
I got you. Yeah, they unisex. They run pretty big. So
small.
I got y'all when they come
Matter
in.
Matter of fact, give me a medium. I want to look big.
You want to look big?
I want to look big.
You must been in the gym, friend.
Come on now. You see what's going on over there?
I see your weight, man.
It may not be much.
Man, as long as you move every day.
That's what I tell you.
As long as you move 30 minutes every day, you good.
Think about the people that ain't doing absolutely nothing.
They big back.
Come on now.
Big wide backs. Back wide at 55 out there.
Come on now. Man, that's gonna be so crazy. Ain't no way you can just wake up and do what you do and not do nothing.
You already waking up ordering a 10-piece hot lemon pepper and fries from High Level out there at Nissan. They do it every morning now. My boy be out there 9:30, 10 o'clock. I see a line wrapped. When I'm coming through here going to the airport, man, I be like, ain't no way they jumping like this early in the morning. We ain't plates.
Early in the morning.
Man, if y'all don't eat y'all some fruit or some yogurt or something.
You know, plant worker, they eat whatever on whatever time. I just can't see how third shift be going on a lunch break. Nigga, I don't want nothing to eat in no goddamn on 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock in the morning is insane.
What the world really going on?
Yeah. They be out there smashing though.
That's crazy. Ain't not even open. So I know you gotta bring your lunch.
Well, no, they got Arby's, they got Waffle House.
I want no goddamn.
But you know, High Level be out there at night.
Okay, so he
capitalizing that.
That's what I'm talking about. High Level.
Exit 119 is some of the
it's
smartest, most creative people come from Kenya.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because nobody else has ever thought to do that. I think some other food trucks and people, they'll come and go, but like he's been the most consistent that I know of.
And he be out there down there every day.
Hell yeah.
So I see him down there every day.
Oh yeah.
So I know that third shift.
Man, be eating them alive.
That's love.
Cause let me been flew in. I be like, hey, bro.
Where you at?
Listen, I don't even eat heavy. I be like, look, I just want a couple of little vegetables. give me a little shrimp or something, little shrimp quesadilla. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Do you plan on getting married?
I would love to get married.
Okay.
I would love to get married.
What would be your dream wedding?
I don't
want man. My bad.
Dream man.
They gonna start out with the man first.
Number one, God fearing. You gotta be God fearing. I'm not saying you gotta go to church every Sunday because I'm not at church every Sunday. Sometimes TT is bedside Baptist. Sometimes I'm not here. Like I wasn't here this past Sunday. I had to catch it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
God fearing. Like when I say I love a black man that's hard working, that's a hustler, that's a go-getter.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really it. Like you just gotta be consistent and you gotta be honest. Everything else gonna fall into place. Like I know a lot of females, they had this long drawn out list.
Oh my God.
I used to have a list, y'all. I used to be like, oh, he gotta be 5'9" or taller and he can't have no kids and he gotta have a 6-figure job.
What?
I used to have, man.
Not you come from Canada to my 6 figures.
So listen, pause, flag on the play now. This go back to my sister, right?
Okay.
So mind you, my sister is a nurse practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
My brother-in-law, he is a computer engineer. My brother-in-law went to school for 9 months and he makes more money than my sister does. Got less student loans, around here chilling. My boy is living a good life. My sister literally just started back working. My girl didn't work for a whole year.
Don't play with them.
So I had these unrealistic goals because my sister was engaged at 21. I think she got married at like 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't start having kids until after nursing school. But that was an example that I was able to look at like, dang, I want that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I also have to remember, like, my mom and my dad, they were together since elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
They got divorced, I think, maybe like a year or so before he passed. However, I didn't know that they were divorced because my daddy still stayed in the house with us up until about 3 months before he passed. Nothing changed in my life. Nothing changed. I still woke up to mama and daddy. And then when I went to Ridgeland, I lived with my sister and my brother-in-law. So I woke up seeing black love every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say a perfect example, but when I say they never argued in front of me, never fought, it was literally like I saw what love could be at a young age from a set of young black people that are very successful. Same thing with my brother and my sister-in-law. My brother, I think he got married at 26, 27-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Like, I've never lived with them, but I can pick up the phone and I'm like, hey, when I say I got an amazing relationship, not only with my siblings, but with their spouses. And because I've been around them for so long, like, I don't call them my brother-in-law or my sister-in-law. That's my brother and my sister.
Right.
Like I'm saying my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law on here, so it's not confusing. But that's my brother and my sister. Like, I call my sister-in-law, like, look, this what I need. Like, this what's going on. I'll call her before I call my brother. Like, that's the type of relationship that we got. So I grew up and I'm still able to witness that to this day. Like, it's amazing in this jacked up ass world.
Hello.
I can look at my family group chat and I'm like, damn, my mom and daddy did that, bro. Everybody's still good. And sometimes I feel like a lot of pressure is put on me, not by my family, because when I say them folks love my dirty draws, they love me, man. Like,
not the dirty one.
Man, I can do no wrong. Not no skid mark type shit. You know, I just left the gym and I'm a little sweaty type shit.
Okay,
you know,
that's a
but
sweat
it's
thing.
never any pressure from them, like when you gonna have kids or when you gonna get married or nothing like that. It has literally always been, look, live your life, do what you want to do for you. So one day I prayed to get married. If I have kids, cool. If not, I'm fine with that too. And really, TT just turned 31. So I'm really like, look, sir, come with your own kids. I'll be a bonus mama. I'm good with that.
Okay.
As long as there's no drama. Like, I don't do no baby mama drama, no ex-wife drama, none of that. I'm good. I live a very peaceful life. And I'm okay with it. Like, peaceful. The only, I would say, chaos that's in my life is, like, when I said on Facebook yesterday and I was hopping from everybody live. Like, that's my chaos because I don't have no drama at all. And I'm glad to be at that point because at one point in my life it was, I lived through chaos. And now I'm like, man, I like going to work. I like being at home. I like going. Hey, shout out to Names and Faces. That's my spot. I like going to Names and Faces. Man, we gotta go.
I never been.
You and Bay pack up, let's go. Cool little vibe. Shout out to my people at Faces. That's my spot, man. I work, go to church, go home, chill with my people, go to Faces, give me a couple of drinks, and that's it. Like, I love living
a little one too.
A little one too.
You ain't doing nothing wrong.
Oh, no.
Staying out the way.
Absolutely.
Do you believe you have any toxic traits?
I think my toxic traits are, for one, I'm a perfectionist. So whenever things aren't organized or they're not going the way that I planned them to go, like today.
You sound like me.
I was freaking out today, Chris. You couldn't tell. I'm hitting you like, bro, I'm running late. Like, everything. I'm like, man, everything that could go wrong today went wrong, but it's okay. But God, I'm here. I'm a perfectionist. I expect me out of others.
Okay, yeah.
And that's a big toxic
you sound like me right there.
Because, like, I know I'm a city girl on the internet, man. I know I'm a city girl. But my niece is my witness, man. I am a lover girl. Like, I'm on the phone in the car with her, like, you ate today? You good? Like, what you need? Like, you having a bad day? What's wrong? That's me. Like, I'm very loving. I'm very affectionate. And I feel like sometimes people see the outer edge of me and they never get to know the real me to even know that little lover girl exists in there now. Now, I'm a lover girl. I hate it sometimes.
You giving them back. You real cool. You cool. Hey, you cool as a tool.
Thank you. Real cool, listen.
And that's why the married man hit you up.
That's the problem. That's the problem. The vibe.
The vibes. I don't know if they been around you or not. They watching, stalking your page or whatever.
I don't know.
But that's why they hitting you up right there.
I hate that though. Like, go be happy at home. I want my own man. I don't want to share.
Hey, they gonna do what they do. They gonna beat the box.
They would definitely try. And then it's crazy because outside of work, my cousin / best friend, he's the head football coach at Yazoo. So I'm his assistant. And I'm constantly around just coaches and other men. We were at the coaches conference yesterday. Last night, the little mixer when I got back home. And everybody like, oh, hey. And I'm like, ring. Like what really going on? I don't play like that. They don't care. They have no decorum whatsoever.
They feel they were women like people that's already.
Absolutely not. Listen,
what they think.
Back to the question. My ideal man, we're gonna say God fearing. Okay, loyal, honest, consistent. Consistency is key.
We're gonna put that number 2.
Yeah, we'll make that number 2. And not married, not living in the house with your ex-wife, not living in the house with your baby mama. Not you got a newborn baby.
He said his name on the lease. He waiting for the lease.
His name ain't on the lease. He just ain't got nowhere to go. Let's talk about it.
That was a lie.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it because I'll pull some public records now. It's nothing. You can get whatever information you want to know.
See, you read them books, you know.
Okay.
They don't. We everybody else don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why the people they be trying to talk, but they don't know what's going on for real.
They don't. And I feel like the more you read, the more you know. I know they used to tell us that in school. The more you read, the more you know.
They did.
But it really didn't click in my mind until really when I was going through the process to become a Zeta, Like, you have to know the Constitution. You have to know the bylaws. You have to know all of this stuff, especially when you get to going to conferences, because you got state conferences, you got regional conferences, and then you got Boule, which is your international conference. You can't get into Boule and you in a meeting and it's time to vote and you don't know what's going on because, man, them older sorors, man. What school you came through? Oh, y'all need to do a better job.
Document.
Oh, okay.
Noted. We ain't even invite nobody else from Jackson State down.
Oh, okay. You need to take out my shield, or you need to take out my letters because you don't know nothing. So the more you read, the more you know.
Oh yeah, I know your land stuff. That's just that's just a whole different level.
Absolutely.
So you really got a lot of lives you live. I'm
not a Hannah Montana, y'all. It's just I'm one person. And I wear a lot of different hats. Yeah. A lot of hats.
And you maintain it good. That's the good part about it.
I try my best. I make it look easy.
Most definitely.
I make it look easy. Some days are harder than others.
You can say that again. You say that again.
Just off the simple fact of I'm always trying to be superwoman, and sometimes it just doesn't work like that. And probably today I'm probably gonna crash because I've been in New York for a week.
Oh yeah.
I've been in New York for a week. I got back last night. I went to the conference mixer, got up, had a full day of stuff to do today, and I'm tired. Like, I'm definitely tired. I'm drained, but I'm going to tell you, my driving force, my two nephews that I have by my sister, Jordan and Carter, those are my babies. I know when they pick up the phone and they call TT, like, I got to come through for them. So that's my driving force behind everything that I do, behind all of the hats that I wear. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
That's good. That's good. You don't find too many people like you now.
Why you say that?
You don't find too many people.
What you mean?
These people, I say, like, they can't handle it.
They can't handle the pressure?
They can't handle all these titles, different titles.
So, with that, what I tell people is you can't focus on the titles and you can't let the titles make you. You have to be your own person outside of all of this. So, I'm going to tell you, I've been in the public eye since I was 16, 17. I started promoting and doing parties with T-Money. I was 16 or 17. I was young. So you got to think about it. I'm being a party promoter. Going to school. Once I left Mississippi College and went to Jackson State, everybody really knew me. Then when I crossed, on top of me crossing and then just still being out mixing and mingling with people, I started doing graphics. I still dibble and dabble sometimes. I really don't do a lot too much because I don't really have the time. I started doing graphics, and then I wrote my first journal. I dropped the shirts, and then I dropped another journal. And then I always promised my cousin, because he's always been a football coach. I promised him whenever he got a head coach position that I would come wherever he was. So I packed up, moved from Atlanta, came back home just to help him.
You stuck to your promise.
Absolutely. You got to be a man and a woman of your word. But I tell anybody throughout all of that, I don't care about none of that stuff. At the end of the day, I'm Qualy. Like, I know who I am. I know who I was before the parties, before the letters, before the titles, before the job increase, before all of that. I knew who I was, and I've always stood firm on who I was. So until you actually know yourself, you'll always find yourself like trying to change and adapt to what you're doing and where you at into that title, and that title gonna make you. But a lot of people, they like, oh, you so humble. I don't have no reason to be uppity for what? Like, I can be up today, and when I leave here, God forbid, something can happen just that fast, and I be down. Like, I done been there, done it. Losing my daddy and my stepdaddy, I quickly learned, like, money come and go just like that. Like, life happens. Like, it comes. Like, having a car accident. Like, I had a real bad car accident in 2018. I was just like, damn, like, I could have been gone, you know? Different things open up your mind to different stuff. And I feel like until you've actually lived life, and I'm sorry, I gotta say this, because I've been fortunate enough to get away from Canton and to get away from Mississippi. Leave home, get those experiences. Even if you don't move, like, travel. Even if you start small, like going to New Orleans or going to Atlanta or going to Alabama or going to Memphis or Nashville or whatever. Start small. It's so much more to life outside of exit 119 and outside of the 601. it's so much more to life. And once you open yourself to different possibilities, man, it's amazing. Like, it's amazing the things that you can do. You stop limiting yourself. Because I used to say I felt like I was in a box, and I used to limit myself to what I could do. And I felt like, oh, I gotta go to school and get a degree because that's what my sister did.
Right. Yeah.
But my sister tell me all the time, she was like, girl, I'm so proud of you. She was like, you're living a life that I could never live because I've never been that bold. And I'm like, that's crazy. I said, but all the time I'm walking around wanting to be you.
Yeah. That's crazy, ain't it?
That's insane.
Oh, that'd be so crazy. But hey, you thinking like, I'm over there trying to be like you.
I want to be like you. You paved the way for me, and I want to be like you. And my brother the same way. Mm-hmm. When I say brothers matter, like, I love my sister. That's my dog. That's my best friend. But when I say brothers matter, that perspective from a brother, I don't know if you got siblings or not.
Got sisters.
Okay.
Oh.
You the oldest?
I'm like I got a baby sister.
Okay. So you close to the baby.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, with my brother, when I say my brother absolutely adores me, my brother adores me, and he puts me up on this pedestal sometimes. And I'm like, man, don't do that. Like, that's scary. And I say that because when I went to Nashville for my birthday, I met one of his friends that he got while he was in Nashville. He'd been up there for a couple of years. And he was like, it's nice to finally meet you and to put a face with a name and a personality and a vibe. And I was like, huh? He was like, your brother love you. He was like, your brother always talking highly of you, and every time y'all on the phone, is, I love my sister. Like, when I say, you will probably think that the relationship is weird, but it's not. Like, that's my dog. Like, anybody that knows my brother, they'll be like, yeah, that's him. Like, I ain't never heard him say nothing bad about. I don't think I ever done anything bad in his eyes.
I don't even think you ever did nothing bad. You don't give me bad vibes.
I mean, I was a mischievous child. Like, I used to torture them. But as far as just like being
real life stuff,
nah,
no shiesty.
No, because the reason why I went into criminal justice was my oldest brother. He went to prison when I was in middle school. The initial charge was murder, and then it turned into manslaughter. So a lot of my weekends were spent going to Walnut Grove to go see him. That is the main reason I went into criminal justice. And it was like, man, I don't want to end up like, he will tell you, I made a stupid decision. I was drunk, I was in my feelings, and I made a stupid decision. And I'm like, I didn't never want to have that feeling. Because even though we don't have the same mom, we have the same dad. My mom always treated him like that's her child still to this day. And we never missed a weekend. Never missed a weekend, a holiday, or nothing. And he would tell me, like, this not where you want to be. Hello. And I'm like, okay. You ain't got to. Now, I do some crazy stuff, but I have to quickly flip that switch. Like, orange my favorite color, but I don't want to be in prison.
You change your favorite color.
No, I love orange now. I mean, they got the stripes and all of that other
green
stuff.
Green and white, black and white.
I'm good out there.
I have a sister incarcerated right now.
Really?
Been in there since 2015.
Oh, wow.
And it's been
almost 10 years.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So, how do you cope with that?
How do I cope with? See, I really just don't think about it, to be honest. Just to be real with you. I'm out here trying to do what I can do to try to help.
Understood.
Trying to learn, get to know people. That's what it's all about. Anyway.
And it's all about knowing what's going on, because I learned a lot growing up with him being in the criminal justice system. And crazy thing is, my brother's smart, just as smart as my sister. You in prison and you number one in your class. Getting your
crazy,
GED,
right?
And you teaching classes and you doing all of this stuff. And it was really eye-opening to me. But that, between my daddy passing, my brother being in prison, and then my other brother that I just got done talking about, him leaving to go to school, it traumatized me. Because I started feeling like every man in my life is going to leave. Whether it was death, prison, or just moving away. Yeah. So that was something that I had to really deal with. And I have to thank God for my mom, because she recognized early, like, I was angry. Like, I was so mad after my daddy died, because I was a daddy's girl. Like, me and my mama used to butt heads every single day. However, I was a daddy's girl. Like, daddy, I want. Like, we weren't rich, but when I say I ain't get it out the mud, I ain't one of them. Not at all. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I ain't get it out the mud.
How
baby.
You got your first car?
My granddaddy bought it.
Okay, there it is. You get it out the mud.
I ain't get it out the mud. Granddaddy, Pawpaw. Shout out to my Pawpaw. The car I got right now, get who paid for it? Get who signed for it?
Pawpaw.
Oh, okay. That was my college graduation gift.
Come on now. Shout out to Pawpaw, man. Shout out to
Pawpaw, man. Pawpaw, that man.
Come on now.
And when I say my ideal man, my Pawpaw, hardest working man I know. That man retired when I was like 4 or 5. Because he had mesothelioma. So he talks out of a voice box.
What? That's crazy.
That commercial? That's him.
Crazy.
That's him. That's my heart. That's my baby man. But when I say ideal man, the man never left my grandma's side at all. When I say never left her side, when she was sick and going through, still to this day. And that's not even my biological granddad.
He a real one.
He is a real one. Him and my grandmother had been together since I was born. They got married when I was 2 or 3. And that's been my pawpaw ever since. My biological grandfather, he actually died April 2020 during COVID. I mean, we had an amazing relationship as well. But my pawpaw, that's my baby.
That's crazy on that box. It is crazy. Yeah, I ain't never seen it in person.
In person?
I ain't never
seen it in person. It's so funny because when he doesn't want to be bothered, the man will take the batteries out. Pawpaw messy. I don't know if you ever seen. I'll make some statuses about Pawpaw here and there. Pawpaw shady. Like some mornings I wake up because I'm up early. I'm up like 4:30, 5 o'clock. We talking. Like when I say an ideal man, not only did he stay by my grandma till death do us part. The man lives 5 minutes from the graveyard. He goes to the graveyard every day to see my grandma. That's love. That's love. My granddaddy still, like, he is, he finna be 80 soon. I think he's 77 or 78. I can't remember. Still get up every day. He mow people's yards.
Them old people don't want to sit down.
He will not sit down. He said if he sit down, he probably gonna die.
That's what they say right there. Yeah.
He still take this couple that doesn't have transportation to dialysis 3 times
a
week.
Shout out to Pawpaw.
Man,
Pawpaw doing his thing. You know where he going.
Okay.
Hello.
And that's why when people be like I'll talk to dudes and they be like, man, I can't feel the shoes of your Pawpaw. You probably never will be able to. Because he that man.
He showed you.
He is that. He has shown me every day of my life. And I was out of town. That man called me Sunday. He said, hey, I came by the house Saturday and you wasn't there. He said, and I passed by today and you weren't there. Where are you? I said, Paul, I'm still in New York. He said, you still there? I said, I'm still in New York. He said, okay. He said, well, make sure you come see me when you get back and I'm making my business. He stayed like 15, 20 minutes from me. I'm going to see my papa. Like, that's my ideal husband. God-fearing. When I say agape love, I mean agape love. Till death do us part, that he's going beyond till death do us part because that love is still there. To go to a cemetery every day and to look at a tombstone.
That is crazy.
Don't miss an anniversary or birthday or nothing. Whenever I go out there, and I don't really go out there much anymore because it's heavy on me some days. My girl got the best little area in the graveyard that there is. New flowers.
Go ahead.
Fresh flowers sometimes when I go out there.
Papa ain't playing.
Don't play the radio with these folks. So yeah, that's the ideal there. Oh yeah.
Give me 5 words about you.
5 words about me.
To describe you.
Adventurous.
Okay.
Adventurous, spontaneous, loving, caring, creative.
It's good. Tell the people where to follow you at on whatever.
You can follow me on all social media platforms. Facebook, Qualy Stokes, QUALYSTOKES. No, I'm not any Kenny Stokes. On Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever. Snapchat, everything is Queen Qualy. QUEENQUALY.
What you be doing on Twitter?
Man, cutting up. I had to slow down just a little bit just because my football boys, I allowed them to follow me on Twitter and I have to be a role model for them because, of course, the college coaches and stuff, they're looking at their Twitter pages. Yes. So I've had to calm down a lot. Twitter used to be my safe haven, so now Snapchat is my safe haven.
Everybody show had transitioned to Twitter a little bit then. I said about 2 years ago.
Yeah. But see, I've been on Twitter for since
2009.
Now, for a while. When we had the little bird and we used to speak from text messages.
I was on that then. That was fun then.
Oh, yeah. Good time.
Drop us with a gem.
Drop us with a gem. Oh, you hit me on the spot then, Chris. Let's see.
Talk to me.
One of my favorite quotes and gems from Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. You can do it.
Hello.
Somebody has paved the way for you. If not, you pave the way for somebody else. Don't wait till somebody gives you a seat at the table. You build your own table. Let's go.
Let's talk about it. For real, don't do something.
Hey.
In the hood, shooting craps, I be trying to serve some J's. They be acting like they happy for you, but that love be fake.